Hello everybody, and welcome back. Last time we finally managed to make our way to Gabomba and we met up with Pierce, and now we have him as our new party member. And we also entered the Great Gabomba, which we're going to explore today, to see if we can recover Pierce's black orb. But before that, a couple of things. First off, I want to give the Ixion mail to Pierce. And as soon as we got him, I went over a few new classes, but actually I forgot to go over a few other classes that Pierce has full access to, so I'm going to go through them as quickly as possible. So, first off, we have the Mercury Seer class. Pierce can reach this class by holding Venus genes, and if he has between 2 and 3, he reaches the second rank, the Diviner. He has slightly above the standard HP, 140% synergy, which is fairly decent. Standard attack, standard defense, slightly above standard agility, and standard luck. As for the synergies that he has available, he has the Cure and Cure Well synergies, the Fraud and Fraud Sphere, the Growth and Mad Growth, and the Cure Poison and Restore. And if he were at a higher rank, he would have access to yet another synergy, which has already been unlocked when it comes to level. Now, on to the other class. If Pierce were to hold 3 Mars genes, he would have access to the Wanderer rank in the Mercury Pilgrim class. It has slightly above standard HP, quite decent synergy, standard attack, slightly above standard defense, fairly decent agility, and fairly decent luck as well. As for the synergies that he will have access to, he has the Douse and Drainage synergies, the Cure Poison and Prism synergies, and the Restore synergy. And if he were at a higher rank, he will have access to a few others. Alright. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and begin our exploration of the Great Gabomba statue. Alright, a few returning enemies. And I forgot to go over a few things. I mentioned that, I think I said something like regarding the Mars Swordsman and the Venus Swordsman, that by reaching the Cavalier they will have access to all their synergies. That's technically not true, because the Cutting Edge synergy, which is their single target synergy, actually gets replaced once they reach a higher rank, which also happens for a few other synergies, such as the Ragnarok one and the Diamond Dust synergy, which Pierce's has. Alright, here we are finally inside the Great Gabomba. As we can see from the background of the battle, it seems to be a mechanical construct, even though it's supposed to be like a deity to the people of Gabomba. Alright. I believe it's... no, I do want to go for that chest right here, because it contains a Mimic, the third Mimic of the game. This one is level 19, he has 536 HP, 50 synergy, 177 attack, 43 defense, 110 agility, and 17 luck. Its elemental resistances are the same as always, and he has a Jupiter elemental power of 105. He normally uses 400 experience points, which then become 520 if we finish him off with a margin. He drops 380 coins, which then become 494, and he has a guaranteed drop of a Hard Mat. As for his commands, he has of course the basic attack, the Debilitate, Side Drain, and Sleep synergies, which every single Mimic has, and his own unique synergy is the Tornado synergy, which is a Jupiter based attack with a power rating of 80, a cost of 14 synergy, and a range of 5. Alright, so he has around 530 HP. Let's see if we can get him to... let's see if we can get the XP boost on him. Let's go ahead and use the Diamond Dust so we can... it has a cool animation. Alright, 74, 148, 250, and about 300. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do an impact on Jenna, and one Diamond Dust should not kill him. He should survive that. Alright. So now Cannon should take him out. And there we get to see Tornado. Quite a lot of damage on Jenna. There we go. And we got the Hermit. Alright. So we have a chest right there that I do want to get. But before that, we have, finally, a new enemy. This is a Doomsayer. He is level 19. He has 107 HP, 30 synergy, 148 attack, 31 defense, 77 agility and 21 luck. He has a Venus elemental resistance of 127, a Mars resistance of 100, a Jupiter resistance of 72 and a Mercury resistance of 100. And he has a Venus elemental power of 100. He normally uses 107 experience points, which then become 139 if we finish him off with a Jupiter gem. He drops 173 coins, which then become 224. And there's a 1 in 32 chances that then become a 1 in 8 that he will drop an oil drop. As for his commands, he has the basic attack, the Clay Spire synergy, the Curse synergy and the Condemn synergy. So he can be kinda tricky, especially the Condemn, if he managed to pull it off. The Curse synergy basically puts a counter over your head that after, I believe, 7 turns, that character dies, but regular encounters usually don't last that long. Anyways, right here we have the Bone Armlet, and we gave it to Sheva, which I think it's fine. So, used to Hunter for. So of course this is an artifact piece of gear. It provides a defense boost of 30, and its side effect is that it can be used from your inventory to inflict the Hunt status on 3 enemies. So the Hunt status is signified by a small spirit swirling above your head in combat, and it occasionally causes you to take damage after you deal damage to an enemy. And in my experience, it's one of the trickiest effects to trigger on enemies. I don't know the exact chances of inflicting that on an enemy, but there's a special weapon that we can get in the Great Gabomba statue that has that side effect. And it took me forever to actually get it to trigger. Before that, I'm going to heal up Jen a bit. Alright. Here you have even more of the giant gears. And right here, I hope we're close enough. Yeah. There we go. By tying the rope, we can stop the mechanism. Alright. And right there, we have a third Venus gene, finally. It's been quite a while since we last saw one. Unfortunately, we can't get to it quite yet. But before that, we have, well, not a new enemy, but a returning enemy. We have a Salamander. It is level 19, it has 212 HP, 18 synergy, 158 attack, 49 defense, 50 agility and 6 luck. It has a Venus elemental resistance of 100, a Mars resistance of 193, a Jupiter resistance of 100 and a Mercury resistance of 25, and he has a Mars elemental power of 100. He normally uses 84 experience points, which then become 109 if we finish him off with a Mercury gene. He drops 190 coins, which then become 247, and there's a 1 in 16 chances that then become a 1 in 4 that he will drop an oil drop. Now, as for his commands, he has the basic attack, the Blast synergy, the Fireball and Guard synergy, and finally the Fire Breath monster skill. So it's one of the trickier enemies, but not the toughest enemy in Gabomba statue. We still haven't run into that one yet. Yeah, Mars synergies deal practically no damage to him. He has an insane Mars resistance. Okay, so we can't do anything about that Venus gene yet, but we'll get him later. Alright, this is pretty much the main room inside the Great Gabomba statue, but finally we have it. Here we have the last new enemy, not counting the gene of course, the Red Demon. He is level 19, he has 228 HP, 10 synergy, 173 attack, 43 defense, 90 agility and 26 luck. He has a Venus elemental resistance of 127, a Mars resistance of 100, a Jupiter resistance of 48, and a Mercury resistance of 100. And he has a Venus elemental power of 100. He normally uses 129 experience points, which then become 167 if we finish him off with a Jupiter gene. He drops 154 coins, which then become 200, and there is a 1 in 64 chances, that then become a 1 in 16, that he will drop a Staff of Anubis. Also, as for his commands, he has a basic attack, the Math Growth Synergy, and the Vital Moon monster skill, which is a Venus-based attack with a 1.4 multiplier, which may occasionally reduce a target's HP to 1. So the Red Demon is quite special. First off, he has the distinction of being the very first enemy in the game that actually drops an artifact weapon, which I'll go over once we're done with this battle, and he is by far the strongest enemy inside the Great Gabomba. So with that, we pretty much run into every new enemy here. There we go. I was really hoping that we would get lucky enough to actually get a drop on the Staff of Anubis. But anyways, let's quickly go over that artifact weapon, shall we? The Staff of Anubis has an attack boost of 83. Its unleash is called Sarcophagus. It deals 30 extra Venus damage and it may inflict the Hunt status. Alright, so I usually try to, whenever I showcase the unleashes, I try to show their special effects, if they have one, if they're not simply dealing extra elemental damage. But as for the unleash on the Staff of Anubis, I don't know if it's just my luck or if it's just that hard to trigger, but it took me forever to actually see it trigger and I wasn't recording that bit, so that's why the clip that you just saw did not show the Hunt effect. So sorry about that. Anyway, this room. We need to somehow make it so that the mechanism is going on the opposite direction, because these two, I guess, windmill mechanisms will not allow us to move. So we have to go back to this room, and there is actually a way to reverse the direction of the mechanism inside the Gabomba. And here we have a small cutscene to showcase something that one can easily miss. So yeah, we can actually use the gears to hop around and traverse the room, but before that I'm going to go to the opposite direction. I'm trying to go through combat as quickly as possible. I just realized that Jenna, wow, and especially Sheva are running out of synergy, so I may have to resort to other means. Alright, right here. We have 3. Wow, I'm interrupted. Well, I won't have to worry about the spirit at least. Alright. So, here we have to go to the leftmost path. Wow, that would do nothing. That would also do pretty much nothing, but that should kill him. Yep. Alright. Right here we have a shining gear, and we have 2 pillars that we can use pound on. Once we pound both of them into the ground, the gear will fall in place, and that should alter the direction of the mechanism. Wow, pretty much the worst possible enemy setup that I can get. We should be fine. Alright. Alright. Now let's go ahead and... Jesus, come on. Let's jump over the gear. Come on. There we go. And here we are. Let's focus on the red demon. Alright, so going through the right way is the correct one, but there is a chest right here. Not a particularly useful one, but I wanted to show what's inside it. Alright. And here we have the other pillar. Alright, now we should be able to proceed further. That should be enough to take him out. And it was. Alright. So, the good news is that not only can we proceed further, we can finally get, if I'm not being interrupted anymore, we can finally get that Venus gene. So, I want to bring attention to these two pink gears. Before we reverse the direction of the machine, they will not allow us to drop down. But if we drop down on the one on the left, here we are. So, if you want to get the XP boost on this particular gene, I do advise that you... Well, I don't know if say, with the shortcut, getting back in this room is not that big of a deal. But anyway, let's get to it. Here we have Steel. He is level 19, he has 466 HP, 46 synergy, 143 attack, 37 defense, 116 agility and 16 luck. He has a Venus elemental resistance of 193, a Mars resistance of 100, a Jupiter resistance of 25 and a Mercury resistance of 100, and a Venus elemental power of 125. He normally yields 279 experience points, which then become 362 if we finish him off with a Jupiter gene. He drops 340 coins, which then become 442. He does not drop any items, as do any gene. As for his commands, he has the basic attack, the Spire, Gaia, Mad Growth, Quake and Briar synergies, and of course the Flee command. So I'm going to give it one shot and get in the XP boost. I'm going to see if I can actually get him to fall asleep. Let's... wait, yeah, sorry. Alright, so far so good. 56, that's fine. He still has a decent amount of HP. Let's get Blitz back. Maybe just one. Maybe just the cool. No, the Frost, the weakest one. Should be fine. Ragnarok should not kill him. Although he did wake up. Alright. Blitz should take him out. Oh! Damn it! He was almost there. Alright. Oh really? I have to drop down again? Alright. Alright. So I don't want to waste any more time, so I'm not going to bother with the XP boost. I'm just going to take him out as quickly as possible. Okay. Hopefully he will not run away. Alright, that's fine. He will most likely die straight away. Wait, I don't have Blitz. No, I do not. Never mind. Alright, that should have... yeah, there we go. And Felix level up. And as is Jenna, Sheba should be leveling up soon. Alright, we finally got our third Venus Gene. Let's quickly go over this new guy. So, Steel. His battle effect is that he deals a Venus-based attack that is equal to the user's standard physical attack with a 30% damage increase, and it also restores the user's HP by 50% of the damage dealt, so quite a useful effect. As for the set stat bonus that he provides, he gives a +9 to your base HP, +4 to your base attack, +2 to your base defense, and +1 to your base luck. Alright, so now that we got Steel, we can proceed further through the Great Gabomba stage. Let's see if we can take him out only with basic attacks. Well, if I don't get any unleashes, we certainly can't. Huh. Never mind that. Let's cure. There we go. Alright. Now we can finally proceed, and here we are. And weirdly enough, we have this giant mechanism here, and what looks like... oh, I thought there were no random encounters in this section of the of the dungeon. I guess I was wrong. Anyway, as I was saying, we have what looks like a miniature Great Gabomba inside the Great Gabomba. But let's go right here. Focus your energies. Everyone, look over here. Let us now present our jewel to the Great Gabomba. Oh, Great Gabomba, please accept this, our humble gift. Please, Great Gabomba, accept this jewel. Look, the Great Gabomba has noticed the light of the jewel. You are still not pleased? No, this time he seemed almost like he might. We must continue. Drums! More drums! Ah, so that's how it works. He's been failing because the conduit that channels his synergy is broken. Should we reconnect the conduit so he can complete the ceremony? Well, yeah. I will not help them, Felix. They're the ones who stole my orb from the Madrans. Pierce, I understand that you're angry at them, but it really is in our best interest to help. Think about it, Pierce. Akafubu stole the orb solely to perform this ceremony. So, what do you think he intends to do with the orb? He means to give it to the Great Gabomba. Oh, so if his ceremony succeeds, the orb will be taken into the statue. And we're inside the statue. If the ceremony succeeds, we can go find the orb. I don't want to help that Akafubu, but I don't like the idea of helping him any more than you do. But if we can end this without a fight. You're right, Sheba. Let's see if we can help him finish his little ceremony. It looks like the energy charge is supposed to run over these blocks. If we can just move this around a little, that might be enough to complete the circuit. Ah, there we go. These panels have arrows on them. What do you think it all means? Look at the directions they point. I'll bet this will rotate the blocks. But how do we set the blocks back in place? Just pound them in! Won't that do the trick? We must watch the path his synergy takes and move the blocks accordingly. Oh, the magic! The power of the witch doctor fills my body! At the count of 20, I shall present our jewel to the Great Gabomba. Make your hearts as one, and dance for the Great Gabomba! Alright, so we are currently on a timer. I don't know exactly the duration. I think it's a bit more than 20 seconds, even though Akafubu does mention 20. So, this is a fairly easy puzzle. What we have to do basically is make sure that one red and one blue spark both reach the center of the circuit. The blue path is by far the easiest. Now we just have to make our way. We just have to create the circuit for the red spark. And that block there was glitching out. Right here. And here. And there we go. There we go. I believe we are now done, so now all we have to do is wait. You don't have to pound all the blocks in, As I said, we're basically on a invisible timer. So soon enough we'll be interrupted by Akafubu. Any moment now. I believe it's around 1 minute. I don't know the exact duration. Here we are. Oh, great Gabomba, please accept this, our humble gift! Yep. Look! The great Gabomba has responded to our gift! Did you see it, people? At last, the great Gabomba accepts me! I shall answer his call. I shall enter the great Gabomba. Wait for me, my people! The black orb, what is it? I saw it rolling there. It came in through there and rolled along this groove on the floor. And we have a sepia section to mention that it's a small flashback to 5 seconds ago. It vanished into that hole. It looks pretty deep. Can you see it? Do you think you can reach it? No, I can't even see it. It's no use. Now, I'll never see Lemuria again. I am lost forever from my homeland. Wait, hold on. I can see light on the other side of this hole. A light? There must be a room on the other side of this statue. Who are you? What are you doing here? Are you Kibombo? Clearly we're not. Then what are you doing inside the Great Gabomba? We've come to reclaim the black orb you stole. Do you really believe I will permit you to take it? Hey, watch it! You wouldn't even be in here if it weren't for us. What is that supposed to mean? Why should I believe you? I am Akafubu, the chosen witch doctor of Kibombo. Yeah, we know. We saw your magic energy flowing past us. See how this channel runs along the floor? Here, look. It runs all over the way over there. But the thing is, the circuit was broken right here. So we completed the circuit so that your magic energy could go where it needed to go. But, if you truly did this, then why? Why did you help me? We were sort of hoping that we could take the orb if your ceremony succeeded. Ah, so you have taken the orb. Then be gone. You have no further business here. But we did not get the orb. It rolled through this groove and right through this hole. We saw a light through there, so we suspect there must be another room behind the wall. I might be able to retrieve the orb. Do you think Akafubo will really return the orb to us? Yes, he has no more use for it anyways. Maybe we had him all wrong. I thought Akafubo was an evil man, but I guess we were wrong. You never can tell, Sheba. We have little choice but to trust that he will return it. Come on. Let's go, Felix. Right, so we managed to have the Great Gabomba accept the black orb. But if we actually completed the circuit in the incorrect way, that is to say, if we made it so only a blue spark or a red spark would reach the center, the Great Gabomba would have responded in a different way. So I'm going to quickly show the clips of what happens in those cases, because they're a bit humorous. So I'll see you guys in a moment. Oh, Great Gabomba, please accept this, our humble gift. Look! Look! The Great Gabomba has seen our jewel! have enraged the great Gabomba! No! Great catastrophe shall befall the Kibombo! Silence! Silence! Do not be hasty. The great Gabomba has not opened his eyes in anger. Your prayers have not appeased him, that is all. Pray. You must pray more. Let the great Gabomba hear our desires. Drums! More drums! Oh, great Gabomba, please accept this, our humble gift. Look! The great Gabomba has responded to our gift. Wow! The great Gabomba spew jets of flames! It is the end of Kibombo. Our village is doomed! Silence! Silence! Do not be hasty, my people. The great Gabomba is not angered by our ceremony. He is angered by the presence of wicked thoughts. Cast away your wicked thoughts. Dance! Dance for the great Gabomba! Drums! More drums! Alright, welcome back. So, let's go ahead and go deeper into the great Gabomba. I have followed Oea's instructions and entered the final chamber. He told me that if I reached this chamber, I would become Kibombo's witch doctor. But what must I do here to become a witch doctor? I do not know. So, let's go ahead and touch the statue. Oh, young witch doctor, you have succeeded in your task. You have found this chamber. Who speaks? It sounded like it was the statue of the great Gabomba. That's ridiculous. Akafubu, your magic has grown strong. At last, you are worthy of the title Witch Doctor. I give you the feathers and gown that are the badges of your office. Akafubu, from this day forward, you shall be Kibombo's Witch Doctor. I have done it! I have finally earned the right to be the Witch Doctor! At last! Yes! And there is one thing that remains for me to give you. Akafubu, you hasty fool. I have something else to give you, and in your haste, you left too soon. Say, you there. Yes, you, looking around there. I have magic for Akafubu, magic that he will soon need, but he is not ready for it. As a result, I have decided that I should not pass this magic on to anyone just yet. Tell this to Akafubu. If he desires this new magic, then he must earn it himself. If Akafubu does not refine his magical arts, then he will never earn this new power. This power shall not be realized until he ceases living only for himself, and instead lives his life to benefit others. Tell him so! I don't suppose you could just give that magic to us? What do you mean? I'm just asking if maybe we could earn that magic before Akafubu. The power can be claimed by another, but only if Akafubu lacks the will to earn it himself. Aha! So we can get it. Perhaps if we must compete for his power, he will focus and take his office seriously. But before you do this thing, you must convey to Akafubu all that I have told you. Oh, of course, we wouldn't dream of cheating him. We will tell him all you have told us. Follow that path, and you will find a cavern. But now I shall sleep, until the time comes when I must anoint a new witch doctor. Felix, go get Pierce's precious orb. We got the black crystal. And of course we gave it to Pierce. Felix, do you have any idea exactly what this Great Gabomba really is? That's actually a fairly decent question, because up to this point we would believe that the Great Gabomba was merely a machine, a construct, not actually a magical or spiritual being, but there's clearly an entity inside it. So, no idea. You do not understand either. Then I do not feel quite so foolish. But doesn't this witch doctor magic seem not unlike some kind of synergy? Wouldn't it be quite fortunate if we were to get our hands on that power ourselves? Yes, it would be. Oh, you didn't need much convincing at all, did you, Felix? I needn't remind you, but we're going to need every kind of synergy we can muster to complete this quest. Either way, Felix, we are, at the very least, obligated to deliver the Gabomba's message. We must fulfill our promise to the Gabomba. Then maybe we can come back inside this Gabomba statue some other time to get it. Felix carried the message of the Gabomba to Akafu. By the time Felix finished his story, dawn had broken. And here we have the scene of us explaining everything to Akafu. Right, well, I guess that's that. You are virtuous men, coming here to deliver this message. My son and I thank you. What do we have to be thankful of? If they had just stopped me from leaving the Great Gabomba, this would not have happened. What? If you had been more interested in your duty, you would not have left so quickly. But father, these people are trying to steal the magic of our people. It should be mine. Mine, I tell you. That power belongs to me. I'm going to be the one to get the Great Gabomba's magic. You will see. My son, you have much to learn. He may look like a man, but before me, he acts like a child. See how he behaves when he gets excited. No matter what I say, he will not listen to me right now. I think that he has had enough for today. I see your point. Well, I suppose we should be leaving then. After all, our journey has only just begun. We cannot remain idle much longer. Alright, we finally finished the subplot of the Great Gabomba and we got the Black Crystal for Pierce. I think that is more than enough for now. Next time we're going to be making our way back to Madra and maybe see if we can finally set sail. See you guys